Second, that supporting, some men interpret it as it diminishes me somewhat, because when I support you to be such a high flyer, what friends look at me like, this your woman is so here. What are you even doing? Are you the one washing the plates in the kitchen? You know, because you have ambition. So it's not about me not wanting to support you. It's how it looks
outside.
Outside.
To the core.
It's the men. It's the men. My husband has told me that his friends always say, how do you cope? Like they're asking him, how is it? Because I'm on TV, they are seeing me, I'm doing real estate, I'm traveling. They don't, like, seriously, they are wondering, how is my husband comfortable with me alone traveling to the US and to the UK, and I'm traveling? Well, how is he comfortable with me going everywhere? They don't, they can't understand it. So those are part of the problems. That even the men.
Is it an exposure thing?
No.
Because I don't think I have that sort of, that's not something I would deal with, or the sort of people around me it would come up. So could it be that the better educated you are, the more exposed you are? Or is it just an innate thing that happens?
They are highly connected to.
Let me get one more.
Yes, okay. Let me say 3. So kindness, support, and my third point, you know, would also sort of mirror what Mariam said, in that I want your ego, but I want your ego to be channeled on a positive, in a positive way. I want you to be confident in yourself, because I think ego feeds your confidence. So ego and confidence work hand in hand. So I don't want to say confidence and then take out the ego. So the ego and confidence, but be positive in how you are channeling it. Be the man of the house. Be the defender of this house. If anything is coming, spiritually you are defending. You are praying. If anybody has any conversation, they know they can come to meet daddy, because daddy's ego will keep him in check. Yeah, so those 3 things.
Okay, let me take Peter from Warri and I'll come to you, Nima. Peter from Warri, you're live.
Yeah, good morning, Morayo.
Good morning.
My first time is calling. I'm trying to be getting this number, but
First time?
I didn't hear
No. You hear him.
Yeah. This topic is a very wonderful one. Thank you for bringing it up, because I never even knew on Sunday I was going to be International Men's Day. Yes, thank you for bringing it to my notice. It means I have to prepare very well for Sunday. Now, come to your topic. What do men want? What I want as an individual. Other people have been calling, that's another people. That was why I said I must find a way to call. What I want is respect.
Respect.
Give me my due respect as a man.
Okay.
Being the breadwinner of the house, I want to be given respect. Then 2, I want to see myself, even if my wife is having money, but I want to see myself playing that God-given role. Say a man has to fend for his family. Let my wife has money more than me. I don't care. But I must do something. It is so that joy of bringing something, fulfilling that aspect of that aspect in the word of God, that man should provide for family, and it's true. It gives me joy to do it, and by doing it, no rest of mind. That is why I'm happy to call.
Peter, Peter, are you still there?
I'm here, only here.
So what does respect look like to you? What is respect to you?
You know, my sister, there are things that are happening. Respect, I know it is reciprocal, but I'm saying that there are some people, no matter what you do for them, they don't even care. When they go haywire, they don't remember. But you know, Bible says, husband, love your wife. You know the other aspect of it, that be of the wife, respect your husband.
Okay. Thank you very much, Peter. Let me let you go. Let me come to Nima.
I need to read.
You
need to read
Comments.
You need to read the comments on what I just said.
Okay.
He said Tope wants a man that would kowtow to her ideas. He said, Edo men are weak.
Hey.
I'm telling you.
He
said,
where is that?
I think Edo men are naturally weak with their wives. As in, he said, when a man is like this, your wife will submit to you effortlessly. That was on the good side. Somebody else was saying that it's not about education. And how can an Edo man allow her to do all that sort of things? As in, I'm reading comments and it's shocking me like, hey, Jesus,
like
my husband.
Let me come to
Please
you.
read it.
Ethically not weak.
Weak is not
We cannot
an Edo man.
And let's avoid those ethnic profiling also. But yeah, let me come to you. We're defining masculinity.
So I heard Tope talking about, you know, that's what I want to establish. It can't be universal. We cannot agree on what masculinity would mean. It will have to be subjective per person.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, Tope was just talking about her boys, and I'm dealing with a very kind-hearted, naturally best boy. I'm trying to toughen up.
I understand.
So when Tope goes that way, I'm like, I'm
Now you
seriously
sabi
trying
you.
to make sure that my own knows where to stand. And I like, anytime my son says no to something, there's nothing you want to say in the world. Even if I'm there, say, hey, give him now. In my mind, I'm saying, thank God, he's not being nice today. He's being tough. You know, it's rare to see, for me, from where I'm from. And I would say masculinity, for me, being a Muslim woman, is largely a man who knows how to take leadership. Because I will not take away what the Quran has put in them as an attribute. Some men are there, and just like that, till their wives do everything. His business is, okay, when I go to work and I give you money, I've done everything. Sometimes the initiative will be, she's weak, she needs help, she's running around the house, or something is spoiling in the house, and you are doing something. There was a couple I was supposed to do divorce for. I actually had to let it because I became too close to the couple. And the man would just not lift a finger. He just doesn't know how. And he did not have money. He said to me...
Double combination.
Double combination. So to him, every time he makes it... The marriage was over 20 years, and the woman still left him. Because he waited for him to man up. That's what she used. I would love to see the day he says, school fees is due. This is what I have. Instead of her calling him, oh, please help me complete it now. And he'll be like, hey, is the one about money only in 20 years? He just had the mindset that she was money conscious, whereas he wasn't even meeting up any need. And he did not even note what the responsibilities are. So they have 4 kids. School fees, she will remind him. They will be owing the school. She'll be running around borrowing the money. He just would not bother. And then when he finally leaves an amount of money, he'll be like, you're so disrespectful, you don't have appreciation. Then they kept going. I tried to change his mindset. I couldn't. And if I had gone through with that divorce, he would be, you did this against me. So for me, I've completed
leadership. I like that.
I love that.
Let me come to Idowu, who is calling from Ibadan. Thanks for calling, Idowu.
Good morning, Morayo, and all the women in the house. My name is Idowu.
Yeah.
Just to contribute to what you are saying, I think it borders on inferiority complex on the part of some men. Some men can't handle the success of women. And go and check the background of such men and their outlook towards life generally. That's the problem. I'll give you an example. I have a master's degree. My wife did the master's degree and she was the best student. And I said, come, you can't be the best student. Go on and do a PhD. Which she got. She got a PhD. And when we go to church, people will say Chief and Dr. Mrs. I said, no, please, don't put Chief. My name is Mr. and Dr. Mrs. She earned the PhD. Me, I don't have a PhD. I don't have a problem. One man said, no, now, your wife can't be Dr. something and then you will be Mr. And I said, what does it change? It doesn't change anything. I think it's the complex type of thing and all the other things. I mean, it doesn't make any difference. The fact that she has a PhD, she does her things in the house. She gives me the respect. And there's a mutual respect between both of us. So for men who have such...
Thank you so much.
What I hear, all the men want respect.
Yeah. But we'll define that too.
Exactly. Let's go there.
I love
So
your...
I said leadership.
Yeah.
I really would love that. Just yesterday, I was bagging rice. I was doing 5 kgs, and my son was sleeping. So just woke up and said, Mommy, can I help? Without the thing, bust my dada. It scattered my dada, really. Till he finished helping me. This morning, when I was bathing him, I said, thank you for yesterday. And he felt so shy. So, you know, he did something I could reciprocate. He did something, he earned his respect, for instance.
Yeah.
He's taking the initiative to lead. He knew when a problem was happening. So, Nigerian men are the masculine men who think it's demeaning to do house chores. So you have a wife overburdened with house chores, and you cannot take initiative to say, let's get help for you.
That's without
or
kindness.
let's not get help for you. Let me help you. You know, you just sit down.
So you're not asking for him to be domesticated.
No,
you're asking for
I'm
him
not saying that. No.
To know that when there's
You're
a
asking for him
problem,
to
When there's a problem,
Take responsibility.
you know, when she's
Can step
breaking down, killing herself, trying to do what is her duty, she does not have the initiative to think, I dare ask for help.
Step
A
in.
kind man, along with Tope and Miriam, would think, if I don't help this one, she'll just die. She'll kill herself. And then you do the right thing. You say, I don't want to grow old and just have you sick. I want to grow old with you, use time with you. Women will notice those things. It's not cash problem all the time.
People have not mentioned cash.
Basic things.
We haven't, though.
I'm surprised.
Because cash is not the only thing.
But
People
it's cash
think
important.
Because
Very
women
important
nowadays
because
can earn.
we have
Women
this.
nowadays can earn. So the money does not define a man anymore because I can equally earn. What will define you is what you do outside the money. Because if it is money,
She can
naira
train
for
herself
naira,
to be content.
you can, a lot of women can put the same money on the table. So what are you now doing outside?
And
money?
in the case where the woman cannot make the money, you must have so much money that covers all your bad behavior. So
And
that's how they do. Yeah. So that's how.
Is there enough
So
money to cover bad behavior?
So that's the, so now you understand maybe where some of these girls are even coming from. I've seen so much bad behavior from my father towards my mother. I've seen so much bad behavior to my friend's husband towards her. If he had this amount of money, she wouldn't even be there to. She wouldn't even notice some things. If she needs help, all she has to do is get a house help. She gets a driver. She gets a gardener. You know, if she is covering that. But if you're not covering that, then you have to step in and show your true character, which is good, proper character that shows that you're a team player. If you are unable to do that, then money is.
I wanted to complete this part of that leadership. So we have traditions that are, stifling of women, even murdering women, actually. So some people have this. No, my family, we don't give birth through CS. We don't go to hospital. But one woman is saying, I stand by that tradition. A man is the one who looks at his wife, pleading eyes. Maybe she dare not open her mouth and speak, and looks at her eyes and says, my own wife will not go through this. And stand up. But the one that says, is anything my mommy says, is anything my mommy says, and you're asking for respect, of course you'll be disrespected. If that woman survives that thing, she survives it because if she doesn't survive, that's the way you get away. If she dares survive it, she will maltreat you.
So you must be kind and confident.
That was number one on my list, which is maturity. I take that as maturity. Because for me, number one for a man has to be mature. I don't like to have date boys. You got to be a man who knows you're a man. When you come in, both your mother, your father, your sister, everybody knows that he has arrived and he's in charge. Mature men, a man must be mature. It's not about how much money you have. The fact that gives you leadership. So I say take leadership. So, as a leader, you're able to make decisions because you have earned the respect of people because of who you are. You're mature.
So there's also the abuse from your wife that you can also stand up to. You must be able to spot it. I always say that only God is the perfect judge. You can't make mistakes. I always say it. When a woman is the one that says, I don't want to see anybody around, and it's going to affect other women who are strong contributors to the growth of a man, the man should be able to say, I love you, but I love these people too. It's important to be able to make that balance. Not just, you must lead. When it's time, you take leadership. It's not that, there's someone who is about their wives and their mothers are daily waiting for the wife person that you two go old. You must do that balance as a man. You just must balance it.
Okay, let us take Samuel. Thanks for calling, Sam. You're live.
Hello.
Go ahead, please.
Yes, my name is Samuel from Oshubu. First-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Yes, I'm 24 years, so I try to understand what you're talking about. So I am not I don't even have to get fed up. Have anything like this, but what I'm trying to say is that what I know about men want is, I know that for me, right for me to, you not even have a father figure that is even, let me say, I know I have someone that, I don't have someone that actually stand for me in any way, anything I do. I try to.
Can't hear him.
I think he doesn't have a father figure.
Okay.
I think he is 24.
So it's finding it difficult to read.
Yes, it's not in a relationship, and he was talking about the fact that he's not.
So it's for men like that we're defining what masculinity is. So let him not be as if we're turning this conversation. Wait, we're not turning this around for women. Men today we're focusing on men. It's not about, we're not focusing on what we want. It's not about, you understand what the definition of a man is today from the perspective of women. However, we're still interested in men. What do you want? What society has said so much, women have said so much, but what do you want exactly? And
So for a young woman whose idea of it is what you have read in the blogs. What you see, about those ones that arrive in the latest cars and you say, that's it.
Or propose when they're kneeling down.
They are the ones we are talking to, so that you know what exactly the qualities are to look for. Because after money, they can't use money to buy.
So there's another thing also for men, which is the conversation on intimacy. And and many people will tell you that men don't really get to have conversations when they are growing up about that. So they go to these sites where they see it abused and they think that is how to do it. You know, someone has said that with women, once she's, getting into puberty, there's an auntie saying something, and society needs to cross your legs, do this, do that. But men really don't get to hear that. So in the conversation about intimacy, I think Nigerian men would need older men to guide them, and that what you see on TV on those sites, that is not what is ideal, and that's not what women
Fantastic.
want.
I want to dwell on that for a minute, but let me take Yinka. Good morning, Yinka. You're live.
Good morning, Morayo.
Good morning, Yinka.
I'm very, very happy to be online today. I've been trying to get to your view all this while.
Happy to have you today.
I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
I think I love the topic you ladies brought up tonight, this morning rather. I'm very close to my 50s, and I'm a father, a husband at home. But I'm an engineer, so I travel a lot. But every time I come around, I always see that the home is always in shape. I know I have 3 kids. I know my wife does a lot. She's a businesswoman also. But the truth is this. She gives me the kind of respect I require at home. Knowing fully well that coming from out there, there is a lot I go through. Well, she has her own side too. I stand for her when it's needed. And sometimes when she makes some decision that I don't want to see this, I don't want to see that, I tell her, Madam, you are coming from your family, whereby it's your father and your people around you. But me, I'm coming from a very large family, because I was not brought up by my parents. I stayed with my mom's auntie. So I know what it means to have people around. But yet, I don't allow outsiders to travel on our right, including my siblings.
Thank you very much, Yinka.
I stand up for.
Take a comment on social media.
Franklin Benjamin says, without deviating from the issue, what I want is respect, peace of mind, understanding. This includes in and out of the house. But these things appear to be elusive. But if a woman can give this to a man, he won't mind society. Then Choku's what brought drama. He brought a picture, he said, what do men want? Society, they too, they pressure us, we want peace. He now put a picture of a house with 1 chair and TV. He says,
oh God,
what men really think. And women hate that it takes just little to make us happy. And he doesn't know men who buy gadget after gadget.
So there's the intimacy part, which I don't know, because we have very little time. Men, there are 2 sides, the good, the bad, and the ugly. There are men who have no clue, and there are men who are over-experienced, and they have these fantasies that are beyond human comprehension, that a young girl doesn't understand. So their demands, don't deny you. And the woman is like, hey, don't kill me, I'm not a horse. And there are some men that they are not confident enough to say, I don't know what to do, I'm clueless. And the women are there suffering inside. So this is a whole nother ball game.
It's a full day topic.
It's a full day topic.
But that's part
something
of
that we don't talk about. We should also talk about, because we're celebrating men, and our goal is to help men lead us right, because like it or not, we live in a world where men are our leaders. And if we can help them do a good job, we will thrive as women. So in building the block for masculinity is that men need male role models. The same way women, many women have role models. You have that area auntie that is calling you to say, or like they would correct you that, don't carry your baby like that, don't do this. But who is standing in that gap for men? Men need role models. Any man in his 70s, 80s that has raised good children and has done good business or has retired, take up 3 or 4, 40-something, 30-something, 20-something, and mentor them, because they need guidance. They don't know what to do. They are living in a different world. And men should also be open towards self-development. When you see conferences, you will find women everywhere. Church program, women. Conference, women. Where conferences for men, very, very few, apart from business. We don't talk about men's conference about their emotion. We don't talk about emotional intelligence for men.
Relationships.
The only thing for men's conference
Business.
is business, how to make money. But they also have other parts of that are important. So please let men attend self-development conferences that help them balance their emotions well, and they should get mentors.
Just the thoughts that came because Miriam mentioned intimacy now. You know, who set the standard for men? Intimate, the bedroom business.
They must initiate.
So you see some movies, they'll say, I went like 10 rounds. Me and the girl, I turn now, I shift womb. You know, all of these things, pressuring the men to think that they must ride like animals.
If you don't do 1 hour, you're not
If
a
you
man.
don't do 1 hour. But I like that comedians came out last year. Some of them started saying, if you do pass how many minutes, are you
You are gone.
You want to die? We need blood tonic.
So
So the
realistic.
reality, we bring it in, even jokingly.
Yeah.
We must tell men that, it is what both of you decide sexually. That is your standard of intimacy.
Exactly.
Men should
Not
learn
any
to
standard
talk to someone, as we said earlier.
But who do they,
Talk to somebody.
I think the problem will be, who do we talk to? Because
talk to my
I'm
mom,
here,
I can't talk to my dad.
apart from that, I'm also hearing men constantly say the lack of peace of mind that they say they have is from other men. So they cannot go back to those other men to be
When you get to the
vulnerable with
older
them.
ones, we attended a 70-year-old
Even the older
party.
ones are-
We attended a 70-year-old party, and when I listened to the man and everybody speak about the man, I told my husband, I said, we need to go, and actually, we are going to visit the man when we come back. We need to visit this man, that you need to build a relationship with this man, because this is someone that you are a friend to his children, and you know the kind of children that he raised. You knew him, you knew his retirement, you know everything. So this is someone, and he will be intentionally cultivated. Because if you hang around your peers, you will only know what they know.
Yeah.
But if you hang around older people, you will benefit from the wisdom of the years they've had.
Let me take Otumba Martins. Good morning. Thanks for calling, sir.
Yeah, good morning to the beautiful lady in the house. The topic is very interesting. Say, what do men want?
Yeah.
Number one, men want peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
Peace of mind, relative peace of mind. Number two, men want respect.
Okay.
And like the first caller first said, that men are the most marginalized individual in the world.
Yeah, I
You agree,
We
eh?
are the most. Yes, we are the most marginalized. Have you heard Father of Jesus?
Did you not hear about Father of
You
Jesus?
have not heard the Father of Jesus.
Joseph, now we all know Joseph.
The carpenter.
We already heard in Muslim, we already Yahweh not be.
Yeah, one not be.
Yes, now, if all the money men have, you are, as all of you are there in the studio now, all of you, I think all of you have sons. You will find out that at the end of the day, the man will be in the house, even at their 70s and 80s and 60s. The women are the ones doing a go up and down, flying all over the world. From their kids, the man is in the house. I have an uncle in Magodo here. That is here. All the kids are abroad. Mama is abroad. From London to Canada to America, everything.
All right. Thank you very much, Otumba
Without the
Martins.
money, without
Thank you very much. So let me wrap this thing up properly because there's so much information we've gotten to. So first of all, from the men who have called, they told us 3 or 4 things. They want peace of mind, they want respect, they don't want to be marginalized, and they want to be given that respect as well. They're providers, just as provider here. That's what I've gotten so far. But from the women on the table, I said, how do we define 21st century men, 2023 men? Number one, you have to be confident. As a man, you have to be kind. That kindness, I've come across, all of us have said kindness. Use your ego positive. So we understand you have ego. Don't use it negatively. Use it positively. Then be supportive, right? And then be a leader. Be kind again. And then be mature.
Yes.
And be responsible. And talk to somebody. And be a role model. I think those are the things, those are the words, those are the words that have come out so far. And the next thing I was going to take Angie. I'd like to end with Engineer Dr. Tijani. He always gives me some really good insights, and I'd like to end our summation with him, although I can take some comments after this.
Okay.
Well, his summation, which I think is a fantastic way to recap everything, he says, a man is that creature that deserves more affection to maintain his mental wellness because of the burden he's expected to shoulder, number one. A man deserves to be honored, assisted, and respected both in private and public places. A man is that creature who nurtures heavy burden in his heart due to societal expectations from him in the name of being a man. I'm pleading with women to support men in their quest to perform their responsibilities. No single man wants to wake up in the morning without having any means to cater for his family. Men should be encouraged, and this will enhance their resilience, perseverance, steadfastness to succeed. Happy International Men's Day to all responsible men.
To all responsible
love
men.
it.
I love it.
I love it.
Let me
love
take
it
Dr.
too.
Mark. He says, but keep in mind that the role of men stems from historic culture that restricted the ability of women to work, which is no longer the case. Since women can now work, these men should no longer indulge pressure and competition. Instead, do your best and find a wife who can help with the rest.
Exactly. We said that competition word in passing, but it's an
Yes,
important
it's
word for us to highlight.
Pressure, you even slash it, pressure/competition. Instead of that, just do your best because you have a wife who can at least support. Yemi Bloke says, actually, Nigeria is fair to men, but society does not. Men without money are treated like trash. We never appreciate men that give us time and attention, but we celebrate money, the money giver. Yeah, you know, women nowadays just in money. Now time I go shop. Ibrahim being Ibrahim said,
That's to wrap up.
good
now.
man is
Well,
what I
I
need.
just wanted to remind all the women out there, the same way I would appeal for men to do something special for our women when we're doing our International Women's Day or we're doing Mother's Day. I would like, if you have any man in your life, do something special for them as we celebrate International Men's Day on Sunday. And I want to reiterate the point I made in passing that treat any man that you know like he's coming back from a war zone, because that would mean you're bringing him peace and you're bringing him respect. You're not going to put your own on him because you're imagining that whatever burden he's carrying is more. And worst case, he can't even tell you the entirety of what he's carrying in most cases. So,
Yes, let me end with this that happened yesterday. I was saying to my husband that parenting can be sometimes a thankless job. He said sometimes husbanding too. So please be nice to your husband and appreciate them for all that they do, especially responsible men. They even get more pressure, so thank you.
okay, me, okay. Cook for your husband. So on Sunday, I'll be doing maybe fried rice or jollof rice because it's men's
International Men's Day, so you will use food.
I will use food to women way to his heart. My husband
and then you will follow up.
hardly eats at home.
I always pretend as if Brown doesn't like pounded yam, and which is for me, that is his.
Yes,
I always act as if my husband is modern, doesn't eat the story. When you bring grandma does pounded yam, you see him rushing to mommy.
The little boy, he comes out.
So I'll try to.
You do pounded yam this Sunday. I'll set you up. Mr. Brown.
I have mortar and pestle, so I bring it to you.
All right, happy International Men's Day on Sunday.
Yes.
Please celebrate the men in your lives, your partner, YK and their partners, the husbands, the brothers, the boyfriends. Please celebrate all the men in our lives. Have a fabulous weekend. We'll see you Monday, but Veronica will be with the ladies tomorrow. See you then. Bye for now.